All right, parents, the start of school is just about here. A lot of classrooms have hand sanitizer for the kids, but does it keep them healthy?
Our verified team is hot on the case, but we want to hear from you. What are your health secrets for your kids as they head back to school and all the other germs? You can tweet us using the hashtag HTownRush. I think you just roll with it, right?
Yeah, the younger ones, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
If you forget the hand sanitizer, my kid always does this and then thumb in the mouth. You know, playing in the sand, then thumb right in the mouth.
And then the problem is they're right in there.
Exactly. Builds the immune system.
Yep. My goodness.
Yeah.
All the things,
All
you
the
know.
things. You're kicking off our rush block.
I am, because we're under a heat advisory and we're actually tracking dangerous heat through the weekend. So take a look. Already feeling like 100 degrees is our heat index value on the island this morning. So it's really already a scorcher out there. Feeling like 90 degrees at the big airport, 87 in Sugar Land. It's just a tough start to your Friday, and it's going to be like this all weekend. Let's talk your day part planner. At lunchtime today, 96, feeling up to 105. High temperatures today go to 101, feeling up to 111. 111, some of your neighborhoods may even be as hot as 114. Another heat advisory. We'll talk about when this big ridge of high pressure breaks down coming up in about 5 minutes, Steph.
All right, Cheetah, good morning to you. Everybody just rolling out of bed at 6:01. It's starting to get squirrely out there in a couple of different spots. Always a rowdy crowd for us. Heading by U of H, this is your Gulf Freeway northbound side. Hop, skip, and a jump away from the Pierce Elevated. But the overall picture is not terrible. I'm going to still call it Friday light. We don't have any accidents out there and only had one to speak of this morning, and then it came and went. Boom, like smoke. I like to say that. Here is your drive out of Fort Bend County. So this is good morning to Missouri City. This is your drive out of Rosenberg, Greatwood, Sugar Land. It's been a nice tame morning for you all morning long. And West Park Tollway checking in out of Cinco Ranch. Lisa.
Thank you, Steph. A tragic end to an overnight search. The bodies of 3 children have been recovered off Sylvan Beach in Laporte. Our Michelle Choi is live. What we know about these children, Michelle, we're told all of these kids were related.
That's right, Lisa. An older sister and her 2 little brothers. What happened out here is just awful. Your heart breaks for the parents. I'm told mom and dad and their 4 kids were here enjoying the beach together as a family when their 7, 10, and 13-year-olds went under and sadly drowned here off of Sylvan Beach. As you can see behind me, authorities have since cleared out, but they were searching for hours. And that search began around 7:30 last night after someone flagged down a deputy in the area. Now, they recovered the bodies of the first 2 siblings early on and then held out hope the 3rd child would be found alive. But sadly, just before midnight, they recovered the body of the 7-year-old boy. Now, a 4th sibling was rescued and is now in a hospital. We're told he may be in serious condition at this time. It's unclear exactly what happened, but authorities say the tides and rip currents were strong in this area when the kids went under. Multiple agencies responded, including the Harris County Sheriff's Office.
It's been very trying for everybody that's out here. You know, we're all parents, you know, members of the community, and so it's been very difficult.
As you can imagine, the parents were beyond distraught. A chaplain was called out here last night to comfort them. This morning, the sheriff is asking folks to keep this family in their prayers. Guys, back to you.
Michelle, thank you. We're learning more information about the suspect in the deadly stabbing rampage in Southern California. Police say Zachary Castaneda is a known gang member. He has been in and out of jail 14 times in 3 years. 4 people were killed and 2 others hurt when he went on a crime spree Wednesday in Santa Ana and Garden Grove. If convicted, he faces the death penalty. He's now being held on a $1 million bond.
Let's go live for you now to Washington, D.C. There's growing pressure on Congress to get back to work early and take action on gun control. The recent mass shootings in El Paso and Dayton have more than 200 mayors from both political parties calling for change, and now there could be some movement. President Trump is saying he could support background check legislation, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says he'll take up bipartisan measures, but not until September when the summer recess ends. Meanwhile, the head of the NRA is trying to put the brakes on it. Last night, the organization tweeted that none of the current background check proposals would have prevented this weekend's tragedies.
This morning, as you wake up, your social media feed could be full of posts about Walmart. The company finds itself right in the middle of this gun control debate in the wake of this weekend's shootings. And it started with Kenneth Shepard posting this photo to Twitter. It's a memo from Walmart calling for immediate action to remove signs and displays that, quote, contain violent themes or aggressive behavior. If you look a little closer under what I need to do, it says turn off or unplug video game display consoles that show violent games, cancel any events promoting combat style or third-person shooter games, and verify no movies depicting violence are playing on TVs. This caused some controversy because Walmart also announced it will continue selling guns despite the mass shooting in El Paso. And just last night, Missouri police arrested a man who walked into a Walmart wearing body armor, military fatigues. He was carrying a tactical rifle and another gun. A lot of Twitter users responded to the violent media ban with comments like this, but Walmart is totally fine selling rifles and other weapons 3 aisles down. Other people wonder, what qualifies as violent? What about Mario? Brent tweeted back, interesting, I think every game has a bit of violence somewhere. Mario literally steps on creatures to kill them. And Jason echoed a lot of people's thoughts. Video games, he says, are not the issue. So this morning we're asking for your take. If Walmart's going to ban anything, what should it be? Gun sales, violent media, both? Nothing? You can go to khou.com/vote now to weigh in.
Your Rush Block continues with the day's other big story, starting with the search for a shooter who gunned down 2 people on Interstate 10.
Well, it happened right in the middle of the freeway, right in the middle of rush hour. 2 men were shot and killed. The shooter drove off, and now police are asking anyone with information to come forward.
Texas Rangers will investigate the controversial arrest of a man in Galveston. Photos and video show 2 mounted officers leading Donald Neely by a rope down the street. The Galveston police chief has since apologized. The sentencing phase of David Temple's trial picks back up for a 3rd day today. Earlier this week, a jury convicted him of murdering his pregnant wife, Belinda. Temple faces up to life in prison. State investigators want to replace the HISD school board. A preliminary report from the Texas Education Agency recommends replacing the entire board with state-appointed managers. The report cites alleged misconduct by some trustees, including violations of the Open Meetings Act. The board's president wants a chance to respond.
Gets the carry, fighting his way over the right side, and Crockett's in for the touchdown.
A Texans touchdown early, but it wasn't enough last night. The Texans suffering several injuries, falling to the Packers in their preseason opener. 28-26 was the final. The Texans take on the Lions on the 17th at NRG. That's your Rush Block. Today's big headlines from here in Houston and around the world. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood. Tweet us with the hashtag HTownRush. Now let's get over to Cheetah with the one thing you need to know.
All right, the one thing you need to know.